Hello and welcome to the first of what I hope to be many, what I'm going to call practice alongs, where we take a concept from improvisation or parlamento and we drill it in depth together for about 20 or 30 minutes or even longer sometimes. And the reason that I'm making this is because this is what I would have found most helpful when I started getting into this stuff. Because a lot of the great advice you hear when you get into learning this is, okay, here's a pattern. It's the most fundamental thing you'll ever need to know. Let's practice it in all 24 major and minor keys and come up with variants on it and improvise over it and so on and so forth. And that is absolutely tremendous and exactly the right advice. But that's about one line of writing for about 20 hours of work, right? So, I find that it's really helpful to have a little bit more guidance in the early stages of this, and then you can take it as far as you want, repeat it, right? So you can come back to this video over and over and slow it down, speed it up, do whatever you want to it, and as you'll see as we go through this, I hope there are limitless possibilities. So what we're going to do is take a look at what's called the rule of the octave. I'm not going to go into it in-depth explanation of what the rule of the octave is. Maybe I'll make a separate video on that at some point. And there are wonderful musicians and pedagogues who've made videos and writing an explanation on that and what that is and how to make sense of that. But we're not even going to look at the whole thing today. This passage of music here, if you can call it that, is the first 5 notes of the scale, in this case the C major scale, with figures underneath it indicating what intervals, what consonances, so to speak, that we're going to play above that bass note. And if we play that all together, in this version I'm giving us what's called the second position, so the third above the bass is in the top voice. And if I play those all together, it will sound something like this. Okay, and then underneath that, I give you a few ways that you could practice this so that you dive right away into improvising with it, varying it, and being a creative musician with it. And so I think it's really important for those of us who come from the kind of backgrounds where we learn repertoire and perform it, that we don't get into the habit of just thinking, oh, I'm just going to practice these patterns in all the keys and that's going to suddenly make me a great improviser. I think, in my opinion, and the way that I like to practice is to try to integrate creativity right from the beginning. And so, okay, counterpoint and melody. So what does that mean? So I could take my first 5 notes of the rule of the octave, and I can start by just putting one note or one interval above it out of the ones that I see here. And if you know Fuchs gradus ad parnassum, this is like first species counterpoint, and that would sound something like this. And within that, of course, there are limitless possibilities. So that's how you would start with something like that, but you can take it even further and just try to kind of land on those beats on each beginning of each measure, so to speak. That could sound something like this. And so on and so forth. Okay, diminutions. What does that mean? Well, that's sort of what I was just getting at, which is, how do I take 2 target tones, if I'm going from here to here, C to B, how do I get from there and I can divide between them evenly, so I can do something like this, or something like this. So with each of those, I'm starting on the first note and ending on the second note. I can do a 3-note version, or even simpler, a 2-note version, or the very simplest one is just repeating the note. And I wrote don't forget the bass because we can, of course, as we're doing this, let's say I'm still just playing my full chords in the right hand, I can do. I can add some diminutions there. And then the third bullet point is rhythmic variations, or I could be playing with the same harmonies, playing them in blocked chord version or continuo version, and I can play that with different sets of rhythms. So something like. And then lastly is consistent figuration, which of course, as many of you know, John Mortensen talks about a lot. So it's like from the Well-Tempered Clavier. So here's how we're going to do this. We're going to take these first 5 notes of the rule of the octave through all of the keys using a metronome, and what we're going to do is play it together with blocked chords, continuo version. Then I'm going to play a variant. Then I'm going to leave space for you to play a variant, and that can be the same as what I did or something different. Those are really your 2 options there. Try to make it fit into the intervals, but don't stress out too much about it. You can always come back again and again to this, like I said. So I'm going to set a metronome for us here. And we're going to start with C major. We're going to go through this circle of fifths. C, then G, then D, then A, and so on. I'll call them out as we go. So here's C major, continuo version. 3, 4. Variant, my variant. Your variant. Okay, now we go to G major. Okay, my variant. Your variant. Okay, and let's go over to the key of D major. 1, 2, 3, 4. My variant. Your variant. Okay, let's go over to the key of A major. And 1, 2, 3, 4. My variant. Okay, your variant. All right, over to the key of E major, and you get some nice sound of ducks or something that accompanies your variant, if you can hear that on the video. So here's E major. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, my variant. And notice it ends it connects nicely back to the first note of the scale. So your variant, here we go. Okay, on to B major. Continuo version together, and 1, 2, 3, 4. My variant. Your variant. Okay, onward to F sharp major. So continuo version, blocked chords together. 1, 2, 3, 4. And why don't we start resolving that there? That makes a little more sense. Here we go. My variant. Okay, your variant. Okay, moving on to D flat major. blocked chords together. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, my variant. Your variant. Okay, A flat major. So I did say we were going to go ahead and resolve these at the end, so let's do that here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, my variant. Your variant. On to E flat major. 1, 2, 3, 4. To resolve that. Okay, here is my variant. Your variant. B flat major. 1, 2, 3, 4. My variant. Your variant. And the last one of our major keys here, F major. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, my variant. Your variant. Okay, moving on to our minor keys. We'll start with A minor, no sharps, no flats, and we'll move the blocked chord versions a little bit faster, just so we can get through all these. But feel free to practice these on your own. Slow down the video to half speed or less if you can, and let's go ahead with A minor. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, my variant. Your variant. Okay, on to E minor. 1, 2, 3, 4. My variant. Your variant. On to B minor. 2, 3, 4. My variant. Your variant. Okay, on to F sharp minor. I'll count you in. 3, 4. My variant. Your variant. All right, G sharp minor. 3, 4. My variant. Your variant. On to E flat minor. So we're in some of the gnarliest keys here. So keep it up, pause the video, go over it again, rewind. You know, here's E flat minor. 3, 4. Okay, my variant. Your variant. Yeah, and by the way, just if I do something a little bit fancy, it doesn't mean that you have to, right? So your variant is at the level where you are at, and if you come back to this video time and time again, you're going to find, wow, I've really improved, and I really can bring more different kinds of figuration. But hopefully, listening to the ideas that I'm giving you will really give you some build some vocabulary in your ears that you might figure out later and draw upon. But anyway, B flat minor, 1, 2, 3, 4. My variants. Your variants. Okay, on to F minor, almost there. Here we go. 3, 4. My variant. Your variant. on to C minor. 1, 2, 3, 4. My variant. Your variant. Here we go with G minor. My variant. Your variant. Okay, here we go with the last key, D minor. 1, 2, ready, go. My variant. Your variant. Okay, well done. So keep coming on back to this. I'm having fun with you guys here, just coming up with how many different things, and some of these things I've never even tried out before. But I think you can come up with some really beautiful solutions if you do this again and again. So keep at it. Happy practicing. Happy rule of the octave. And hopefully see you next time.